I'll start again. Welcome to Tales of the 20-Sided.
Woo! Oh,
Right, we're going to do that again.
okay.
No dirty protest. Yeah, no dirty protest.
You did like it we did last time.
No one heard it. It doesn't matter.
We
welcome
heard
to
it. That
Tales of the
matters.
20-Sided.
Way! Whoop, whoop, way!
There we go. Emma, I will remember that you didn't join in. We're back. It's been a long time. What else did I say? It's hot. But we're back to play our weird little D&D game. And hopefully you can hear us all now. Professional as always. Who are we going to start with this week? I think Ollie.
Okay. If you have Amazon Prime and you link it to your Twitch, you get one free sub every month to any creator that you want. You just click on the bottom of the page if you're on the PC, or at the bottom of your the video stream if you're on your mobile, and there's a little option on there to click pay with Prime. Gives you one free sub a month. You get access to all the benefits of being a subscriber to whatever creator you want, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Comes out of Jeff Bezos' pocket, not yours. It helps out creators like us, gives us a little bit of money, and doesn't cost you anything. And it's a good thing. Keep doing it. You can do it to anyone you want. Us mainly, but you can do it to anyone you want.
But us.
Okay. Martine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You can find us on social media. So you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, X, Facebook. Yeah. We sometimes do exclusive content over there. Go and give us a like. Go and give us a follow. Much appreciated. Love you all. Nah.
Stuff. Ed.
Okay. Which bit to start with? Do you reckon the normal bit or just the...
It's your bit. Do we got to do?
Unfortunately, there was an issue with our ability to upload last stream's episode onto YouTube. So unfortunately, that will be going into the lost archive, I suppose. If this happens again, maybe we can make a feature about it. But
we'll be on Nextpo's Lost Media videos.
It'll be famous like all those Lost Doctor Who episodes that have never seen the light of day. Just one of those things, you had to be there to see it.
Yes.
For any other session, like we normally do, it's uploaded on Friday at 8:30 British time, the Friday following the stream. You can find us over on YouTube at Tales of the 20-Sided. If you could give us a subscribe, a like, a comment, it really helps us with the algorithm if you engage with us. And we all love responding to your comments in the comments. So, yes, please go find us. Please give us a like, and we will try to help make sure nothing else enters the Lost Archives. That's our solemn promise to you.
Solemn promise. Exactly. Emma, you're up.
Wait, let me find my bits. Go and check out our partners over at Pitter Patter Emporium, which is not going to... They provide a wide range of high quality 3D printed miniatures. Come on, Martine's going to bring it with pebbles, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
Martine, I rely on you for this.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, we finally got Maggie for once.
Oh,
there we go.
It's so far
They
away.
have a wide range of high quality 3D printed miniatures. If they don't happen to have what you're looking for, you can always go over to Hero Forge or Eldritch Foundry, create your own, download the STL and send it over to the guys at Pitter Patter Emporium, who can print it at a fraction of the cost for you. You can check them out at pitterpatteremporium.etsy.com and pitterpatteremporium.co.uk, and you can use TOT20 at checkout for 15% discount. They also have some really cool T-shirts at the minute that I've been eyeing up as well. So check those out.
Is that what they got? What are they?
They're really cool. They've got like loads of ones with like different, basically like D&D dice, but done like really funky, like in kind of like graphic designs, like with different like lines and patterns and things around them. They're really cool. Like they've got like little bits on the front and then on the back as well. They've got quite a few nice ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check them out. Reese, what weirdness are you going to bring us this week?
Just a big thank you for everyone that does come and watch us the little D&D stream, which we love to do, and we do appreciate everyone that does take the time to watch us. So thank you very much for that. And welcome back to the stream. It's time for that segment that's Will Talking. We now go out to our field correspondent, Martine, live on the scene with breaking. Martine, what can you tell us today?
Hello, thank you. Thank you, Reese.
It's green screening your head out, Martin.
Thank you, Reese. I'm reporting live from an undisclosed and vaguely dramatic location. Today's investigation surrounds an urgent question. Who has a birthday?
Question as old as time, Martine, and do we have any leads?
Well, early intelligence suggests Danny DeVito. These claims were swiftly debunked by a raccoon with a Twitter account.
That's disappointing. What about Cher? There were rumours.
Yeah, our team has reached out for comment. The publicist responded with a single word, maybe, followed by a glitter emoji.
And the big one, Donald Trump. Can we confirm or deny?
Well, we asked the Department of Celebrity Affairs. They gave a firm and unified statement. No, just no.
Strong words, Martine, so the mystery continues.
Indeed, Reese, indeed. The public is advised to remain calm, hydrated and birthday aware. Further updates as the situation develops. Back to you, Reese, in the studio.
Thank you, Martine. Cutting edge journalism. And now let's have a look at actually who. Spoiler alert, it isn't Donald Trump. Okay, so today's birthday, we've got Mel Brooks, who's 99 today. We've got Elon Musk at 54 and John Cusack at 59. Back to you, Lewis. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you. Oh, good, Martin. Well done. See, I set the script this time. I set the script.
Oh my god, yeah, I can't take any credit for that. Reese literally sent me a full-on script I had written down.
Just happened.
It was all right.
I like that. It was good.
And these will get more and more crazier as
I don't think I have an image to play.
I would like to say now that I will not be a willing participant in this activity, Reese. So
you'll be involved whether you like it or not.
Please keep your script to yourself.
But if it cheated, mine was a drive-by. You literally just threw
I literally had on my screen whose birthdays are today, just in case Reese did chuck me in the deep end. And every week.
Yes, love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, that was great.
Well done, guys. That was, I don't know what it was, but it was something.
Are you not entertained?
I'm thoroughly entertained, especially by the fact that because you were in a green hoodie, it green screened your whole head out except for a face.
Yeah, I didn't think it through really.
No, but it was good. I liked it.
The effort was there.
A for effort. I think with whatever that was, it's time for the intro, Ed.
Yeah.
To pick up what has been happening. You guys, known as the Marked Ones, have been journeying around. You had been in the Feywild for a while. And whilst you did the things that were needed in the Feywild, you tried to return and swiftly found out you had been sent 1,000 years almost into the past. Upon your arrival, you fought some mechanisms of sorts that came out of the ground. You dispatched of them quickly and efficiently, and looked over to find in a valley of sorts a small village. You moved over to there, found out it was called Glamourhold. And people kind of knew you or recognized you by the markings on your arms, of which some were visible. You had conversations with someone called Kalis, who told you about a Codex and advised that he would show you it, but you were going to be the ones to save the world. You went with him after spending a little bit of time getting your bearings, meeting some of the locals, and the Codex almost responded to you in ways that nobody expected. It had magic coming from it in many different ways. And after a while of the effects that were happening to it, you guys left the building and were going on your way to a nearby cavern that Kalis had advised you to go to find some pages that had been missing from the Codex. Upon exiting, you bumped into a local who has spoken to you previously, the eccentric Mazrin. And to start session, I will repeat words that he said to you. All right, yes, excellent timing. I knew it, because listen. No, actually, don't listen. Let me start over. He kind of is fumbling with notes as he's talking to you. And he looks at you again. You felt it, didn't you? You felt it. The shift, the wrongness, the rewriting of reality. Because I've been tracking it sort of, well, not really tracking it, but more like experiencing it through uncontrolled experiments. But. He takes a big gulp for air. The Codex is reacting. As in like a living thing, like a mind. But no one was supposed to be active, or know it was active. It's remembering something it wasn't supposed to remember, or allowed to remember. He just stops and stares at you. His eyes wide and big, magnified by his goggles that he's wearing. What are you guys doing?
Eggs him on to carry on.
He just stares, pushes his glasses up slightly.
Is Elder Kalis still with us?
He is not currently.
Do you want to kind of elaborate?
On what?
What you just said.
Well, it's the million-coin question, isn't it?
What caused the shift, the wrongness?
What?
You said there's been a shift, a wrongness, a changing of reality.
His cycle is fractured. The iteration is incomplete. Restoration is denied. Correction is necessary.
Yes, but is the question you just were asking, if we knew what the question was, what caused this?
You talk gibberish. My guess, someone who wanted control over how people remembered fate is the person that did this. Someone who realized that prophecy isn't telling the future. It's a damn instruction manual.
It's baited.
Oh, your mic is
Whoa,
shut.
Your mic is gone.
It was like you were under the water.
What you said that the Codex was a mind? Do you
Acting
mean
like one, apparently. Yes, acting like one.
acting? So, like a recording of a mind or an actual mind?
Well,
He pulls out the mechanical spider that you guys saw earlier when speaking to him.
this little guy, my little guy, has proof of it. Sort of, maybe, probably, definitely. Yes.
He
Of a mind.
flicks a switch on the spider, and you guys hear
Memory corruption detected. Access restricted. Manual override advised.
and you see as he just shakes it violently.
I mean, that is my kind of override.
He sits on the floor, cross-legged, and just stares up at you all.
All right, everyone shut up respectfully and let me paint you a picture. Think less fresco, more explosive diagram. I've had just enough sleep and possibly too many boiled turnips, so I'm unusually lucid right now. There's a theory, a nasty one, that time doesn't move forward here, it loops. Not neatly, not cleanly. It slips. Think thread caught on a nail, pulling the same bit of fabric through the same hole, over and over again, till there's nothing left but fray. You're not here to fix the world. That's what the lie wants you to think. The lie being the singularity. You're here because the world is trying to remember what it was before it was broken.
Does that mean we're here to fix it if it's broken?
Yes.
Do you
So
know?
we are here to fix the world?
Say again, sorry.
So we are here to fix the world?
Not save it, but fix, yes.
How do we help it remember?
How do you help it remember?
He
Could,
just stares at you after asking the same question.
could bringing missing pages from the Codex back to the Codex do that if it's acting like a mind? If pieces are
That
missing?
might possibly work. That could be a thing.
Sorry, that could be a thing. Your confidence is lovely.
Is the
Look.
Codex a
I'm
someone?
talking.
He fully lays on the ground, just staring up, not even looking at any of you anymore.
Whatever this world was meant to become, it didn't. Someone tried to stitch up the whole. Slap a divine patch on a cosmic tear. Didn't work. And now the stitches are popping. You're not here to follow the prophecy. You're here to decide if the prophecy even deserves to survive.
So
You want
we
to
decide
stop
if
the
this
unraveling.
reality.
You want to stop the unraveling, and you want to return to where you came from. You want to stitch the world back together, or at least stop it tearing further. Then you'll need more than clever thoughts and dramatic timing.
But what if the tear is what we want?
It won't be. I promise you.
What if the tear is what makes it new, where it should have been?
That doesn't make sense. Have you not listened to anything I've told you?
Not really, no. It didn't make a lot of sense.
He just stares up.
By the sounds of it, maybe we just need to carry on in the way we were meant to by going to this cave, and then other things might reveal itself where we can put more things together and understand it a bit. Maybe.
The prophecy you speak of, Mazrin, is that the one pertaining to us saving the world?
Yes, indeed. Yes, yes.
Okay. Just so on the right page. But then,
Is the rip
sorry,
in the time, or is the rip between the spaces of things?
What are these spaces? What do you know?
Between realities and worlds and realms.
He just sits up slightly with his head and just stares at you.
Is it between, or is it in time?
I don't understand the question.
Well, you know she's not from this, would you say, plane?
Yes?
I think she's asking if the rip is between the planes of existence.
I think it's time.
Okay.
so if that makes sense, if time's looping, like you said.
Yes.
Could it be bleeding into the rift?
I don't know. I'm not that clever.
We haven't seen any.
I think you're very clever.
Thanks.
We've yet to experience any of these loops. How long of a loop are we talking?
Oh, thousands of years.
Including. Does he know where we're from?
You haven't told him.
So if it loops, it goes forward and then everything ends and it starts again.
Maybe that's
Roll,
why.
Maeve, roll me an insight check as you look at him.
Is that why Misha or 260 thinks that he's seen the Eternal Engine before?
I mean, by all accounts, he was there.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
Maeve, what did you roll?
18.
He looks suspicious of you.
You look suspicious of me.
Yeah. He's looking, when you're saying stuff, he's looking at you like, you know too much. Where are you from? What do you know? He just has his look on his face.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, I don't think the pages in the Codex are going to help you. This happened and is going to happen unless something else is done.
What is that something else, though?
Ask her, she might know.
Points at Maeve.
I sort of like, Pebble just sort of side eyes like, I don't think so. And just looks back at Mazrin. But what are your thoughts? What's that little spider telling you?
As you say that, you hear from the spider, error, 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 error.
I think it needs a shaking again.
There's someone east of the Verdant Line. Name's Delevin. Archivist / traitor / expert in forbidden configurations.
What was his
She
name
has...
again? Oh,
Her
what was
name is Delevin.
Delevin.
She has fragments of old protocols. She knows a lot of how to fix stuff. No one believes she's still alive, but I never stop listening for her signal.
He sort of sits up and then stands up and then leans right in close to you, Jeremiah.
If she's still out there, she can help fix stuff.
He just stares at you.
What kind of stuff?
He then snaps out of it.
But obviously first you'll need a resonance glyph converter, a reinforced thought prism, some carrots. Fresh, not stewed. Never stewed.
Mazrin, Do you know if this time loop thing, like it goes forward and then starts over again? Is there a chance that the same souls and minds could ride this loop over and over again, and that would mean they have memories that they can't remember, but perhaps other people can find?
If they have the right equipment and vegetables.
So if someone perchance had the right vegetables and equipment and found some memories that people couldn't remember, could they be from loop? Or from
Say that
this?
last bit again. You cut out a little bit.
Could they be from this loop, from the loop, or are they from like the line of this before it starts to loop?
He pulls the spider up and tries to whisper, but you all hear him.
I don't trust her.
He looks back at you, Jeremiah.
You can trust Maeve.
Who's Maeve?
I still don't understand what
I mean, no, but that's why on the stream.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting that perhaps instead of finding missing Codex pages, we go and find this Delavan?
Delavan, yes. It's my suggestion, but I'm just me.
Where is the cave located? Is it in the same direction? Could we do both at the same time?
I don't know what cave you're going to.
Can we tell him?
What cave? Who spoke to you about a cave?
Elder Kalis, sorry.
Dangerously quiet, that man.
He is, yes. But he suggested
He's still staring at you, Jeremiah.
He suggested we go to a cave of obsidian to find some missing pages for the Codex.
No, they're not there.
They're not there.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know they're not there?
There's years ago that someone said they were there. There's a weird old man in there, that's it.
Who's his man?
I don't know his name.
You know he's weird.
He weird.
Do I get to send it to him?
You can roll insight if you want.
Is he being oddly self-aware, but also at the very same time not self-aware?
Pebbles will just lean into Jeremiah and just say, if this guy thinks he's weird, then, well...
19.
He's not. He doesn't look like he's speaking about himself now.
Okay. Where exactly east of the Verdant line? And what is the Verdant
East.
line?
Verdant Line is where there shouldn't really be a forest. But there is a forest.
And where is that in relation to this town?
East.
Okay. So
You go east from here and then east from there.
wonderful.
Why shouldn't there be the forest there?
Because have you seen this world? Look at it. Look.
He's talking about the
Look.
world is quite desolate.
Yes. There's nothing here.
Other than yourselves.
Yes, but we don't grow out of the ground.
To make a good point. But where exactly east? East is a very vague and large area.
Would you like for me to draw it for you?
That depends. When you say draw, are you going to put on a piece of paper east?
No.
Are you going to draw an arrow pointing east?
Forget it.
I think Eddie knows Lewis too well, I think that.
Sorry, didn't mean to mess
with,
up.
You're good.
You know the cave with the notes there, the obsidian cave. Do you happen to know if that's a cave actually made and filled with obsidian, or that it's just been used as another word for like the colour?
He carries on staring at you, Jeremiah.
Can I just ask, do you think we're weird?
No, you seem nice. Almost like friends. I've never had best friends before. It's nice to have them.
But not me.
It's nice to be your
You're
friend
okay.
too, Mazrin. Question,
That's not my
Mazrin.
name.
Mazrin, sorry.
I thought we were friends.
It's your nickname. Since we're best friends, you have a nickname.
I don't like it.
We can work.
What about Mazrin? What about if you're not occupied? Can you not take us to see your friend if you're not busy?
I've never met her.
Do you know the way? If you know the way,
Yes.
you can you show us? We follow you.
That way.
Okay, but for the cavern, is there obsidian in the cavern, which is why it's called that, or is there just lots
No.
of black material that looks like
Yes.
obsidian?
You're sure it's not obsidian?
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
No. But I know what it's not.
Still alive?
The
Huh?
I'm just checking. Everything's weird here.
the reason I ask is because obsidian's known for protection. So a cave made of obsidian would be a good place to protect something.
How do you know so much?
It also it stops bad energies getting
You're avoiding the question.
out. So as
You
simple as
are
that,
an avoider.
Maybe it's just very smart.
I make jewelry.
No, thank you.
I wasn't offering you any.
Oh.
Maybe is also a very skilled mage. So she just is very learned.
Are you two getting married?
No,
No.
I'm trying to chase my boo across the plains.
Your
but
what?
He's in a different time right now.
Your what?
My special someone, my knight in shining armor. He's
Oh.
beautiful. He has lovely red horns and dark hair, and he's just wonderful.
He stares back at you,
yeah.
Jeremiah.
I think she's cheating on you.
Well,
In
That-
front of you.
that's fine because we're not together.
Then why blow so much smoke up her ass?
Oh, oh, oh! Pebbles starts keeling over.
Cat's gonna fan himself like a southern belle. That
Because you kept
What did you
asking
say?
how she knew stuff.
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Have you ever seen a book, Try Not to Breathe?
Yes.
If I have, I wasn't aware.
Interesting. Do you like lines?
Did the books talk to you too?
No.
I like lines.
What about circles?
Circles are enjoyable as well.
Good to know.
Do you?
No. Don't trust circles.
Because they loop.
Why?
Yes.
I mean, circles.
I
taking
think I'm
leaving.
done here.
Okay.
Well,
I'll leave you with one thought. We're all doomed.
He picks up his spider and starts walking off.
Interesting fella.
Amazingly, I feel like we learned a lot, but also I'm more confused.
Well, are we going to Delavan then instead of the Obsidian Cave?
Was that real? Did that just happen?
You take a seat, Kev. Have a minute. You look
Well,
actually you look like you always do.
Tell me we're not back in that place again. No.
No.
I start
What
fanning
place?
Kev. You just sit down, love.
I
Well,
think he
is
means
the-
your home.
Is the cave easterly or?
DM?
Where Kalis showed you was more southern than in an eastern direction.
Okay, that's not brilliant, but it could be worse. It could be the opposite. It could be the opposite direction. I think-
Do we really want to go and see a man that he considers weird?
But even,
Woman.
but we don't. Yeah, woman. But we don't know if they're still alive. If they're not
No,
alive.
I'm about the man in the cave.
Oh, I thought you
No,
were
I was
talking
about the man in the cave.
the eastern, the third and blind person.
East.
Okay, sorry. Yes, the man in the cave who he considers weird.
Right, it sounds like we've got two options. We go and visit somebody east who might be dead, or we go to a cave where a weird man who's, by a weirdo standard, might be there.
But do we have reason to go to the cave, given he's just told us that the pages aren't there, and that's what we're going to the cave for?
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I mean. Like,
That's if he's telling you the truth.
I know.
Maybe
That's
the
if he
man in
knows.
the cave is-
If we go to this Devlin person, or at least where they resided, if they are dead, there could be something there. I mean, if Mazrin is to be believed, that could be a way for us to get out of here, back home.
We could always go to see this. Is it Devlin? Delavan?
Delavan.
Always go see Delavan, and if that doesn't work, back to the cave.
That's not what I thought, because east and south, you just have to kind of they're not next to they're cardinal points next to each other.
But just to say, did anyone pick up that the fact that Mazrin referred to her as a traitor when he explained to her what she was?
She said traitor?
Did it?
He did say traitor, yes.
But
So
we're not
be
even
wary of
from
it.
here. What does traitor even mean in this context? We're not in any of these parties.
No, I'm just saying, just be wary of what that could entail if we do speak with.
I'm also kind of
this person.
intrigued by the fact that he kept saying she can fix broken stuff, and he kept looking at me as he said this.
Did anyone get the feeling he had a Maggie sense to him? You don't think he's a bit of a god, do you? Like Maggie was, she was a god, and this fella seemed to know a little bit about, especially fixing. Could he be one of the gods?
Maybe.
You think messing around? He knew quite a lot about the time and looping and.
DM, I spent a lot of time with Maggie. Did I get any kind of familiarity in like behavioural quirks? But then again, would I even pick up on anything?
They're both quirky.
Yeah.
Just a quick question though. Right. He said that there's a loop, right? So time replays itself. What if we hit a loop?
I'm wondering if even when we were back in our time, the loop is still existing. He said the loop could exist for thousands of years. What if the loop is in this exact moment? What if it's the timeline we're all on right now? If we had perhaps stayed longer, would we have, or if even 1,000 more years in our future, rather than like this moment being looped, is it like this section of this world's history?
What? No. But what I'm saying is, what if the loop? What if the moon going purple and whatever the veil red? What if that was the trigger for the loop to restart? And when we were traveling back from the Feywild, the loop started again.
But there's been previous Velrens. If things were like looping, surely they wouldn't have a experience of other Velrens because they'd only ever be experiencing the same one.
But what if there was something specific about that one? What if you said the loop lasts thousands of years? Well, he said thousands of years. We've gone back in time 1,000 years. That is the minimum we need for thousands, really.
So
Well
you,
done, Kev. That number learning's coming along really well.
Thank
so
you.
you believe in that every time it's looping round, we meet Maggie, she sends us back.
No, I
No,
think
this-
what happened is that when the Veil Rend happened, we went to the Feywild. The loop started when we were getting sent back. So we were kind of whatever magic phased out, blah, 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 whatever. And we remember everything because the loop reset when we materialized here.
We
But I've lived through this timeline. You haven't, though, have you? So I've lived previous before this timeline.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is maybe we weren't supposed to, maybe because of the markings or whatever, or because we were being transported. We remember the other timeline.
But we were there
And we're
when the
not
Velrens
supposed to be
started.
here.
Are we going east or south?
I vote east.
Agree.
Alright.
Because if there's nothing there, we can always just
East.
go towards the south direction next.
Well,
Yeah.
let's
Plus, obsidian's made of volcanoes, and I don't really want to know what could be living inside a volcano.
I thought you said it wasn't obsidian.
I don't think he would. I don't trust that he does not know.
Are we
That man
walking
doesn't
across-
even know his own mind. Why would he know what an obsidian cave?
Should we walk and talk? Should we walk and talk as we go east?
Yeah.
It can be assumed you're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we just walk. It's at least like a road leading from town east.
No.
God. It's such a vague direction. We're going to have no idea if we walk past it.
Is there where we are? Is there a high point that we could possibly, or he wants to get to a high point just in case he can see some greenery at some point?
Well, at the moment,
that
you guys
direction.
are kind of in a big sort of bowl surrounded by mountains, cliffs. So you could get back up there and have a look. From where you are in this little village in Glamourhold, you can just see walls of higher ground that you'd need to scale up.
Well, I suggest we head easterly but
Yeah.
to a higher ground, see if we can see that should stand out in a desert.
Make sure Mike is cutting out a little bit, by the way.
Oh, okay. If we head east, we might be able to. It's gone again, hasn't it? That's weird.
It did.
Let's go east.
Yes, let's.
As we're walking east, can I check that locket that I put on that I bought?
Yep.
Does it look any different?
Does not.
Can I still not open it?
Nope.
Okay.
As you guys are walking and talking, making your way up to higher ground, this would be kind of the opposite direction from where you came from originally. You make your way up and roll me a perception check, someone.
Does Pebbles want to roll a perception check?
Sound like someone way
Yeah,
better
I'll
than
roll
me.
a perception check. 10 altogether.
No trees. You see desolate ground. You see the ground is cracked and red for as far as the eye can see currently. You do see that there are kind of dirt mounds here, there, and everywhere. But the landscape looks pretty much the same as what you guys saw when you first arrived.
How far can we see? Is it like stuff
To the horizon.
Okay.
I guess we just keep
Got a bit of a
going
walk for
forward.
us.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, have you tried to fly with your wings? Has that been attempted? Whether you could go higher and
It's not been attempted, but I feel like I need to remind. I feel like I have to remind a lot of people this a lot. There's no feathers on my wings.
But maybe if we give you a
But-
boost.
you could still fly.
But as we saw in the thing, they were on fire, so maybe we just need to set you
Still
on
have-
fire.
It's look, as far as I'm aware, things with wings need feathers for them to be able to fly. Or
What if we
at
threw
or at
you
least
off first?
skin between the
If it's magical wings,
metacarp, the bone
What
things.
if we sew some fabric onto him?
I was
They
just
also
thinking the
last
same
like
thing.
they also last like a minute.
it's just worth a try. That's all I'm thinking. If you could get high point advantage, you might be able to see whether give us. It's just a try.
What,
Okay.
what if you go up high, you
Right.
jump off and think happy thoughts and see if you fly?
Okay. I will use a bonus action to use my revelation.
Mhm.
So pump them out. Can everyone within can you all make a Christmas save?
Charisma,
Christmas.
Christmas save,
A Christmas save.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
charisma.
Weak.
Okay.
21.
You're fine.
17.
You're fine.
19.
You're fine.
5.
You fail. You become frightened of me for the next 6 seconds. Well, I mean, I suppose it says until end of term, but I mean, that's up to
Okay.
Luke
Yeah, no.
how long that takes.
I will decide how long it takes.
But yeah, my eyes become pools of darkness. Blood starts to pour from my eyes and my nose and my mouth, and my wings come out. Unless anything else happens.
The rest of you see the skeletal wings and the blood. And then something interesting starts to happen. Jeremiah, you would feel that the blood dries up. And the rest of you would notice apparating kind of out of nowhere feathers stitching themselves onto these skeletal wings.
Whoa!
What?
You said you didn't have any feathers.
You got feathers!
Now all we need to
I
do is
imagine it's like a
lighten.
dog trying to get that.
Spin around and not seeing
They're quite big, I'm assuming.
Try and fly! Try and fly!
Yeah, fly, you scary bastard.
Oh! I think he said frightened, not aggroed.
The statistics here would be friend.
The stuff you have.
Oh, fuck.
Ditch that.
You're gonna have to clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
I literally just wrote down the clip no fucking time.
Better stitch onto my wings. What do my wings look like? Yeah.
They look almost angelic. They are broad. They are perfectly white. Delicate feathers have filled in the spaces and also surround the bone structures.
Can I touch them? Feel real?
You feel them?
Do I feel myself touching them.
You can touch yourself if you want. Yes, you feel yourself touching them.
Touch myself.
So
Your blood, you would notice that the blood is not running anymore.
Is it like red blood?
And it is kind of drying up on your face.
that's new. I know I've been practicing during some long rests and how to use them. It hasn't been going very well. So can I try giving them a flap?
They flap instantly.
How far are we from the village?
About 120 feet above it.
Can they see us?
Do you want a leg up?
I can throw you.
Fly.
I'll try.
I can push you off the cliff.
God. Probably better if they don't see
Can
me,
light you
given
on
that people
fire.
think I'm the enemy. Can I try flapping
Yeah.
my wings?
The feathers will ignite. We can light them on fire now.
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
Don't suppose Fey Fiends are undead. This has nothing to do with Fey Fiends are undead,
No.
does it? Damn it. Disadvantage. This is not going to go my way. Oh fuck. Okay. 9.
You move them, and nothing happens. They flap. Doesn't lead to any takeoff or any elevation.
Do I don't know. Do I kind of know why instinctively? Like they weren't in sync, or I didn't get enough lift.
Do you remember ever flying before?
I'm sure Jeremiah does. He's got a very good memory. I mean, not so much.
He doesn't. I don't think Jeremiah in his lifetime has ever flown, as far as he is aware.
Maybe.
So no.
Can we see this? Can we see?
You can see
doing
him
this?
making an effort to, yeah.
Have you tried flapping harder?
Now that
Have
you,
you tried
now that you
thinking
say it,
happy
that sounds
thoughts?
like a very good idea, Kev. I'll try and flap harder.
Okay, history check disadvantage.
It's gonna be fucking 6.
Amazing. You flap harder, as instructed. And previously, wind interaction with the skeletal wings wasn't really an issue because there was nothing there to break up the wind. It hits you for a second, the breeze, and knocks you back like 5 feet. 5 feet closer to the edge of this cliff.
Imagine.
Have you
But
tried
no lift.
flapping in a different direction?
Like angle them.
I walk back. I try flapping them in the different direction.
Leg up. I put Pepper
Angle
puts her
them.
hands down like this.
Just twist the angle and just see if you can feel the wind. Like catch it.
Is there a strong breeze?
At times it comes and goes. There's a constant breeze, but it gusts every now and then.
Which direction?
Against you.
So towards the village.
Yes. Where there is a 120-foot drop.
Is he risking it for a biscuit?
Buddy's got wings. He
Yes,
can
but people in that
glide.
village think I am the enemy.
Yeah, that's that. Maybe we try again in a bit then.
Yeah, it's nice to know that I've
Can I use minor illusion on Jeremiah? Would it move with him if I used it on like something that he takes with him to make him look like just a big bird?
Not really physically possible with him moving constantly and minor illusion being a static.
5 foot square.
Not
5
even if
foot.
I like cast the 5 foot square on it, like his belt, just so it turns his head into a bird or something.
I mean, you can attempt it.
Perhaps you should keep
How
walking.
effective it'll be is not down to me.
Perhaps we should keep walking.
I can assume that you're walking again. And is there anything on this journey that you guys would like to be saying or doing with the random information you've been given from Mazrin, the place you're headed, the place you chose not to go? Is there anything you guys are with the Codex just happening as well? Is there anything you guys are saying or doing?
Maeve, why don't you like volcanoes?
Do you? Do you know what a volcano is?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you survive fire?
Well, no, but you know, like the cave, it says obsidian cave. Doesn't that mean that it's not a lava cave?
It has been there though. That's why the obsidian's there.
But that's my question. Is it's not a lava cave? It's an obsidian cave. So why are you worried?
Because there's nothing to say that it's not still active and could turn into a lava cave again, or that something
Yeah,
doesn't
what's
live
like clear of that?
deeper in the volcano in the lava.
Like what?
I don't know, like dragons or like, I don't know, fire monsters.
I mean, we fought like a crystal monster.
Yeah,
Suppose it's not that weird. That might be a lava monster.
there could be an obsidian monster.
Maybe the old man is the monster.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking, the path you guys are walking, or lack of path you guys are walking, goes very quiet. You have heard the odd bird song, you've heard the odd creature far off in the distance. Nothing anywhere near to scare. You've heard and had bugs flying around you and humming. But it seems to stop. And there's just the soft shifting of wind.
Are we in like a plains type area, desert area?
Desert-y type area.
There's not like a lot of stuff to hide behind.
There is the odd sort of mound that has broken up from the floor, rocks or dirt or otherwise. Some in quite impressive vertical structures, some in more like hill-like structures. But other than that, no, nothing to hide behind or anything.
Can I check our surroundings?
You can roll perception.
I was about to do the same thing, but I'm going to.
Was it like an instant change or like a?
Oh, cheers,
It was
mate.
very sudden, yeah.
You can check too if you want, Marty.
No, I was in the middle of speaking. Ollie!
Oh my god. 23!
Pebbles, what were you saying before Ollie rudely interrupted?
Thank you. So I was saying, I'm going to be specifically looking for any of them mechanical beings that we saw when we first got here.
Roll perception as well.
So tempted just to put in halfway through that.
Yeah, so was I.
I couldn't. A lot of you. 19.
You both take a look around, and doesn't seem to be anything of any sign of life. Just everything seems to have stopped, except for the wind. But you don't see any creatures lurking? Any big mechanical things? There are no rumblings from the ground, as if they're going to come out of it again like they did previously. And there seems to be no sign of life whatsoever.
Can I walk backwards? Just turn around and walk backwards and sort of see if there's like a line, a shift of some things.
Roll perception.
What is this?
Jeremiah, as you are looking around, you do see in the distance possible sight of a tree line.
I think we're heading in the right direction. I think I see trees.
That is definitely a good sign.
Got a dirty
Kind
20.
of trees.
You do not see any physical line that seems to indicate anything where the life would have stopped.
Do I see what kind of trees they are, Lou?
Not from this far, no.
Sorry. I'm sorry, maybe I can't see from this distance. It's just, I see green. There's either really big bushes or trees.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I think we need to be a little bit cautious now, though.
Agreed. And I wonder if this is what Mazrin meant. He said that a forest where there shouldn't be one.
I don't want to be shrunk again.
Yeah.
Either.
I'm just more concerned that the lack of animals,
Yeah,
they tend to disappear when something bigger is about.
That's what I was wondering. The fact that Mazrin said a forest where there shouldn't be one. Maybe that this is like a death zone. Once we get to this distance.
Wait, wasn't there? Wait, were we looking like an oasis at some point? Something in the middle of a desert?
I think we were at some point going to go to Duris's retreat. No, Valyara's haven. Sorry. That's I think an oasis in the desert. I think there was comments about 260. Your people were there.
Azumanis was in like an oasis as well.
We think
Could
they're
this
one and the
not
same.
be an oasis?
Maybe. Like I said, it's trees.
Trees where everything around it is dead.
It could be.
But we're too far north, aren't we?
Well, we don't know where we are. We came out of the Feywild somewhere.
Yeah, but didn't we establish that Maeve's mum would have only sent us to where we were going? And where we were going was in the north.
Going.
Have we seen the night time here?
Yeah.
There's nothing to say that we were wrong about the oasis and Zumanis being where we thought it was there, because obviously there's been memories and things around here from 260 and people recognise him, so who's to say it wasn't closer by here?
Hang on, what if he's saying that it was not supposed to be, the forest is not supposed to be here because it's supposed to be somewhere else?
I think he meant if there's just not a lot here.
Yeah, but he's mental.
Yes, but if we're taking him that literally, then why are we going to Devlin?
For mending.
The only lead we've got.
I suppose we can ask them.
Lou, having grown up in the north,
Mhm.
I don't suppose I know the stars well enough to know whether the sky we saw last night was the northern sky, as opposed to a
No, I don't
southern
think you would.
even with proficiency in survival.
No, I don't think you would.
Or we can just keep walking towards it.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes peeled for anything.
After a shorter time than you expect, you arrive pretty much at these trees in this tree line. The trees are tall. They are veined with a pale blue sap that glows faintly. Their leaves are oversized and translucent, and they breathe in subtle pulses. Before you see a ring of leaning stones as a sort of entrance as such. They are half swallowed by the bluey grey moss that has taken over them.
My vote is fuck that. Last time we went through them stones, we ended up in that place, and I'm not going back.
But to be fair, we had to do a lot for the stones to send us there.
Do you
Don't
think
worry,
these
the stones
trees?
can't hurt you, Ke.
Do you think these
I think
trees
it looks pretty.
breathing in and out is something that Mazrin referred to as? Did he say wood or books breathing? Did he mention something about books breathing or wood breathing or something? So we must be
Do
on
you
the
think if
right.
we go back and we like hit him on the head, it might, like he did with the spider, or shake him about, it might reset him?
I think we should just go through the moss-covered stones with the glowing, weird kind of trees. I think we should go down that path.
Right. Do you want me to go first? Just in case.
Go on
You're
then.
right.
Rightio.
I'll follow up behind.
260 is going to walk straight through.
Okay.
I'll go as well.
I'm
Okay.
gonna watch behind us.
Okay. Roll me
Kef's
perception.
going to tentatively walk with his axe out.
Okay.
19 for my perception.
Didn't seem to be anyone around. No sign of any life whatsoever.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're
I'm gonna-
alone now.
I'm going to turn back to Kef and I'm just going to hold my hand out and go, you can hold my hand if you're scared, Kef.
Don't forget to bring the cat. That's also a human. Come on.
Pebble's just
Kef's going to bat your hand away, but he's going to try and just subtly grip the back of your whatever top you're wearing, which is not very subtle at all because his hands are massive.
Yeah, that's fine.
260, as you walk in first, the first thing you notice is that it is raining,
Oh, okay.
but in slow motion. And before the raindrops hit the ground, they reverse and start moving back up and then vanish before they get back to sort of waist height.
Okay. Do I feel it's like? Would you know it's magical or is it just gravity's different?
Roll me a history check.
don't you know something about weird shit like this? Does this look
What's
familiar?
weird? What's weird? Where?
Maybe the fact that the raindrops going in the wrong way.
Why is that weird?
The fact that you don't think that's weird kind of
Okay.
makes you the expert on this.
I got a measly 7.
Not a clue.
Don't put
What?
yourself down. Seven's a good number.
So an expert would know that rain is supposed to go down, okay? And when it goes down, it
Hits.
stays there.
What,
Okay.
normally, or does this happen in your realm, Maeve?
What, it's staying there or it going up and down?
No, can this, what we've seen here, can this also up, or realms, should I say, come down and go back up?
Well, of course it can. It can do whatever it wants to do. It would be silly if it could only go one direction.
So why
I
is it?
I knew it. I told you we're back in that fucking place again.
If as you're talking, you notice that your breath fogs, but about 10 feet in front of you, not directly from your mouth.
He's going to take a breath and just like wave his hand and like.
It affects it 10 feet in front of you.
Right, you're seeing this, right?
So could we be back in the Feywild? Is that what we're saying? It's quite possible.
We can see.
Do I feel like I'm back home?
No.
No, I don't think we're back home. This doesn't feel like home.
And we can see
Okay.
where we came from. We can see the desert.
You think it's like a slice of the Feywild?
No, this doesn't feel like.
I'm wondering,
This doesn't feel like home.
and this is a weird. Devlin has fragments of old protocols. Do you think this is maybe what that is?
We're in the Matrix.
Wait, didn't you guys mention seeing someone that could make water or blood or something go the wrong way?
Who are you talking to there, Kev?
I mean, I can make blood go the wrong way.
No, there was a guy on a roof.
Oh,
Oh, the gooey guy.
the one
The
who made the
gooey
one who
guy.
summons the fog.
Yeah, the gooey guy.
That's him.
Love the gooey guy.
Yeah.
Guess we just keep going.
Okay.
But didn't you tell me that he made blood do the upward thing?
He did do that, yes, if that's what you're about to ask. But he didn't make it rain and
No,
then
he
stop
made
and
it
then go back up.
into
He just kind
monsters,
of,
didn't it?
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's keep going forward. And Pebbles will sort of just put her hand on the hilt of a dagger as she's walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Misha's going to do something the same.
What's the light like in
260, you
here?
mean?
260, sorry, yeah.
The canopy is not so interwoven that the light is not shining through. There is no sun, so it's kind of like a cloudy day. You can see perfectly well, and especially with the help of these sort of glowing of leaves and trees.
Okay.
As you keep walking through,
Just not
you notice
the
mushrooms. You notice mushrooms opening and closing near your feet. And I think Maeve would notice that some of the blades of grass seem to shiver as a slight shadow of yours settles over it.
What would Maeve know for why the grass shivers when the shadow
Grass is alive. It has feelings too.
Okay.
It's
Upon
probably
seeing
Maeve's
this,
feelings.
Maeve is instantly going to like squat down at the side and go, oh, hi. Don't be scared. We're very nice. Especially to grass. It's okay. And I'm going to reach my hand out just to like gently stroke the grass like a pet.
You okay
It
there,
settles.
Maeve?
Does it spike me?
No.
Nice. It stops shivering.
Slightly, yeah.
I'm going to look at them and go, you're scaring it. You're all scaring it.
Scaring what? Why are you stroking the ground?
Because you're scaring it. You're scaring the forest.
Sorry.
Sorry?
put your weapons away, and we should all just say that we're very nice, and we should introduce ourselves.
What's your passive perception?
He's going to
13.
get tangled in the grass.
13.
He's got that mischievous look on his face.
You hear slight clicks coming from near you. The only thing you see is trees.
Fucking trees.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's happening again.
You're scared? Then be nice. Like I told you last time, be nice. Tell them your name.
We couldn't use our names last time.
Well, give them a name you want to use.
I thought this wasn't the fair.
It isn't.
Okay. Hello?
If this isn't the Fae, I'm not being nice.
You need to be nice to it. You're scaring it, Kev. Look, come here.
I'm not getting down to the grass with you.
You need to stroke it and tell it it's okay.
Go on, stroke the grass, Kev.
He's gonna reach down and just like with one finger and just like touch it and then pull away.
Gently, gently.
Is there
When have you ever seen me do anything gently?
I can help you. Can I try and guide his hand down to do it gently? You know, like when you're teaching a kid to stroke a dog. Like,
Yep.
gently, gently.
Sure.
Attaboy.
Okay, I stroke the grass. What now?
Does it stop shivering anymore?
Yep.
See? It's less scared now. Come on, Pebbles, your turn.
Jeremiah, I think Meg's calling you.
Is there once we've gone through now and these lot are stroking the grass? 260 wants to see if there's any direction or any indication of a direction for us to go, like any trodden path or
Roll
any...
perception for me.
I'll bend my knee, go down, stroke the grass.
Excuse me. Forest, grass, trees, plants, mushrooms, flowers, any other life. We are looking for someone, and we don't know where they are. Can you show us the way? Delavan?
As you have bent down, Terence has jumped out of the bag and is just wandering off behind a tree.
Oh, Maeve.
Yeah.
Do trees like being pissed on?
I don't think so.
Oh. I'd go tell Terence that then. Because he's just fucked off over there.
I'm busy talking to the grass. Maybe you should go tell him.
She hasn't stroked the grass yet.
What?
Exactly. I'm committed. I'm just going to keep stroking the grass.
Okay then. Alright. I'll walk over to where Terence went.
Okay. 260, what did you roll on your perception?
I got a 9.
No clue.
Nice.
Are you all just sitting there stroking grass while 260 looks around and Pebbles wanders off to follow Terence?
I'm also asking the grass for help.
Yeah.
And telling
You've heard no
okay.
response or had any signs that the grass or forest is going to help you.
As Pebbles is walking over, by the way, I'm going to be doing it stealthily so I can try and catch him
Roll me a stealth check.
again.
I hope you do good.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh, fuck yeah. 19 plus 8, that's 27.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I best see his Todger and everything.
You stealth up following. And when you get to the tree that he has gone behind and poke your head from afar to look to make sure he doesn't hear you, you see a short, fat, balding man with a tiny Todger. And he pisses with his trousers and underwear all the way pulled down.
Legend, absolute legend. Oh god.
You'll just hear from, like, I imagine a little bit further away from you, I fucking knew it! And I sort of look back at the others whilst I'm pointing and I go, and he's got a small willy!
Clip that. Clip it.
Done.
Quick, somebody else, come and have a look!
You see Pebbles as he very quickly pulls his clothes back up and changes
He's like
back.
stumbling. Imagine like stumbles over his something.
Changes back.
Oh. I sort of run back over to the group and I go, and it was like this! And it was...
I told you, didn't I?
Oh.
I told you it's human.
You did.
I saw it with me all
Yeah,
the
but can we
time.
believe Pebbles? Because Pebbles hates him.
Oh, go and... Do you know what? You and Terence are made for each other.
I think with how excited Pebbles was about that, I think she's telling the truth.
So
And
do
I don't think she's that creative to have come up with that description without seeing it.
The question is why he wants to be a cat and not a human. Is he worried about what he looks like, or is he hiding from someone? Maybe.
I mean,
At this point, he has come back.
Is he?
why are you so set against
I
him
just
not
thought sitting
being
there
a
with a
cat?
smirk.
About him being a cat, Kev.
Because he's a cat.
Yes, but you've got two people in this party telling you that he's not.
I've only seen him as a cat.
Yes. You ever seen a dragon?
No.
Do you believe they exist?
Maybe.
Not as I was hoping for, but kind of like that. How you can believe in something that you haven't seen directly yourself.
Seeing isn't believing.
You mean like Graham Clark?
Believing is seeing.
Ooh, I mean that's whoa. I was thinking maybe more down to our level, but sure, we can go theological if you'd like. But yes, you trust 260 and Pebbles,
Yes.
don't you? So if they're
No.
telling, if 260 is telling you that Terence is a short, fat, bald man
With a small Todger.
with a why wouldn't you believe him?
Okay then. And I'll pick Terence up by the scruff of his neck.
Okay.
And just dangle him.
What are you doing?
Okay, 2 people are now saying that you're a man.
Is there further part of that sentence, or are we stopping there?
Why are you pretending to be a cat if you're a man?
Do I look like a man right now? Not really pretending to be a cat. I am a cat. Look at my
Why
form.
don't you just pee as a cat?
4 legs. Tail.
Why are you sometimes a cat and sometimes a man?
Why are you sometimes white and sometimes blue and sometimes pink?
That's old news.
Because that depends on what I feel like.
Exactly.
But I don't lie about being those colours.
This got you there.
Jeremiah tries to keep a straight face.
Technically, I've never lied about being blue.
Look at Lou now.
I lied about... I may have misconstrued about why I was blue.
Okay, yes, just makeup.
Kef, roll me a wisdom save.
Shake him.
Yeah.
Just gonna cast a spell on him now. Watch.
5.
5.
You hear in your head suddenly. I will talk to you about it later, but only you. For now, I will let you know that my name is Archontalum Meridius Greymarrow III.
Say that again.
That was Archontalum Meridius Greymarrow III.
Can you put that in campaign handout?
Oh, that-
Can you
How you
send
wish.
that on? Can you send it us? Can you send that
Contalum
us?
Meridius
Oh,
Greymarrow
Greymarrow.
III.
I did hear from one of our watchers that they'd love it if, when we get to like names, if that could be put in the chat as well.
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck is a
Oh, whoops,
dillo?
nope.
Kef's just gonna reject. Kef's just gonna just go.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll pop that in the other Discord after session. It can be my thing to do after sessions.
Well, there you go, everyone. If you that's some exclusive content, if you know how to spell that name, you can sign up to our Discord.
Yeah.
I forget how one signs up to our Discord. Is that like a link we put in the chat? Is that our Twitch
There
page?
is a Discord link, yes. If you ! Discord.
If that link even still works. What we-
I think it does. I think
we
it's
made
a
it permanent,
permanent
didn't we?
one. Yeah.
Because I think we were having
Well, you-
issues with it not being.
What are you eating now, Martin?
It's a bit of rosemary and sea salt for catcher from
Oh, what a beaut.
Nice.
you know.
Nice.
I forgot this was all in campaign
It's
handouts.
nice to see her actually eating something normal.
Fuck off. Leave me and me eating habits alone.
Lou, do you want to put the
I'll do that
post
as well, yeah.
as well above?
But yeah, Kev, that's what you hear. And he goes back into his bag.
Right.
He's just
so,
going to turn to everyone and go, nothing, didn't know.
Nothing. What?
okay.
Nothing, exactly, nothing.
You're acting strange, Kev.
I'm weird, everybody
Not
knows this.
normal.
Well, yes, you are, but not like this.
No.
We're used to your typical brand of weird.
Are you telling fibs?
No, not saying nothing.
What are you not saying nothing about?
Don't know anything, not saying it. Don't know it.
What don't you
I
know?
feel
What
like
are you
you
not
know it.
saying about?
You know?
You
I'm
don't
wondering-
know what you're not saying about.
Look, because I know how it feels to have someone in my head telling me stuff and being in that position, would Pebbles get the sense?
Roll me an intelligence check.
That glaze over expression.
Are the random answers?
11.
No, at the moment I think he's just being weird. Kev is
Would
in
ma-
a place that he thinks is like the Feywild again, so
Would Maeve be
Interesting.
able to tell that
Maeve would know,
with the
I
fact that she can be able
I
to
think
do
without
do
even a
that?
roll, you
Yeah.
do that to people often, probably
Yeah.
because Maeve's sick. So probably, yeah.
Poor
Okay.
Maeve catching
I'm just
strays.
gonna look at him knowingly. I'm just gonna give him like the, you know, like when your mum looks at you and she knows you're telling fibs.
I know these things.
No,
I mean, he probably made it obvious because when he started talking, he probably went,
Right, shall we just make a direction and walk in that way? There's
Should we
no.
just keep going east?
Who's got the highest passive perception?
It's not me, I don't think.
I think it's Pebbles.
14.
What was yours, Pebbles?
So,
Pebbles, what was
17.
yours? 17. Anyone higher than 17?
You.
Pebbles, as you guys set off again, with Kef acting strangely, the area that you're walking towards, still walking sort of in as much of a line as you can from the direction you were walking, seeing as you need to go east, and then you need to go east again. It's the only instructions you've been given. The area you're in becomes a bit more overcome with trees, and the area that you can walk in sort of narrows a bit. But you notice there is a trail of thread, very fine, hanging just in the branches. Just catches your eye for a second.
Hold on. Let's sort of stop everyone.
What?
There's some thread in that. And I just sort of go over and try and like investigate the thread.
What is
Sure.
the trap?
It has a almost pearlescent coloration. It shimmers. It has silvers to purple to green, depending on what direction you're looking at it from. And the thread is going back as far as you can see, now that you know where it is, in the direction you guys came from, and is going forward in the direction you guys are going for as far as you can see.
Heading east?
Can I check if it is a trap? Like if it's like a tracking thing? I don't fucking know, but like just checking, given my
You can roll investigation.
rogueness.
Can
Can
assist?
I look and see if it's a thread of time?
No, it was my internet gone weird.
I think everyone has, because mine went a bit weird then.
Yeah, it's fine now, I think.
Yeah,
I think
everyone's
Discord
just blurred
went
out
a
for a
bit
minute.
squiffy.
Is Lewis back?
I can
Are
see
we
it.
back?
Really.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, think so. Yeah.
I think so.
I can hear you all, but everyone's kind of glitchy on the visuals.
I can see everyone.
Yeah, I can as well.
If you want to click on someone, Lou, to make them bigger.
Oh no, you're back.
There you
You're
go.
all back. It's good.
Okay, cool.
It's fine. Did we all go funny, or was it just me?
I think Discord
Just
went
for
a
a
bit
look.
Everyone went funny for a
Yeah.
minute.
We all went a little bit
Lasted
funny, yeah.
longer, I think.
Sure. Did you hear me say roll investigation?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
Did you hear mine?
Can I assist Pebbles?
No. What did you say, Maeve?
Can I have a look to see if it's a thread of time?
You can roll investigation as well. Pebbles, what did you roll?
14.
Doesn't look like any trap you've seen before. Just possibly someone kind of leaving breadcrumbs for themselves.
Well, it looks like somebody has left themselves a marker almost, like a way to find their way back to somewhere.
Maeve, what did you roll?
Just
14 as well.
Just a thread. Just a strange material.
Maybe it's like Ariadne's string.
Who?
She's like a story. There's like stories about her all over. She like went into this cave and there was like a minotaurus, and she like tied this string to the end, and then she like went through this maze, and she used the string to find her way out, and it was like a magic string so that, you know, it never broke and it never ended, and like followed it.
Right, so we're saying we follow the string, might lead us to where we need to go. Is that
yeah, seems
so-
like it.
right? Okay.
Okay.
Let's
You
follow.
start to follow through, and following the thread, you begin to hear a hum, but it's not really that you're hearing it when you realise it's that you're feeling it, like a pressure gathering behind the eyes. And it is getting slightly stronger the more you walk in this direction. End of campaign. All your heads blow up.
Something came into the boys' TV show.
And
Cool.
you guys saying or doing anything? Sorry. No, just carrying on.
Anyone else feel that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's... What the hell is
You're
that?
just like,
Maybe a magical ward or some kind of protection.
Have I,
Whatever's here.
surely it was
have I ever... Do I know anything about magical wards, protections like that? Yeah.
I've never crossed anything that would make my eyes want to pop out, though.
Mike, have you ever experienced you cast spells and anything like this before? Or your family members?
Like what?
Protections that make you feel this way?
I feel what way?
Pressure behind the eyeballs.
Would I, dear?
Would you know anything about pressure behind the eyeballs?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Yeah.
Do we keep going?
I mean, my
Yeah.
eyeballs feel fine.
As you guys continue.
Ooh.
Finally, go on.
Are my wings still out?
Yep.
Okay,
Out of,
that's new.
out of proud.
Gay Pride Month. Or just Pride Month. they're rainbow wings. Can that be canon? Can they be rainbow wings all through June?
Yes, canon.
Oh,
Okay. Yay!
that's finally. That means you have to draw art.
Absolutely fine.
Oh, a little chibi Jeremiah with rainbow wings.
That'd be cute.
Nice.
I'd love a
Love it.
pin of that.
As you guys keep walking, and Jeremiah realizes his rainbow wings are still out. Finally, the tree line and forest and small area of woodland that you've been in finishes. And you find yourselves in a clearing. The clearing is quiet. And at its center stands a structure, half grown, half forged. A petrified tree is cracked open like a rib cage. There are gears and brass pipework emerging from the bark, as if they've always been a part of it. Lanterns hang from its limbs, and they glow with an amber light that sort of flickers at the same rhythm as all of your heartbeats, except for yours 260, as you don't have one. Metal roots coil into the ground and vanish beneath strange ferns. And the air hums faintly with almost a static. There are wind chimes made from bent pieces of glass and etched slivers of bone that swing gently with no breeze, clinking in an odd rhythm. There is an arched entryway into whatever kind of building this is, which has a faded marking on it. Something between a sigil and a schematic. Loops, spirals almost. What are you guys doing?
Do anyone else
And
recognise?
I
One
look
of
at my
yours.
door knocker.
What?
One at a time.
Yes, please. Because all I heard is blah, 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 door knocker.
Do any of us recognise the marking, the loops and
You do not.
spirals? Okay.
Cass gonna turn to 260 and go, "One of yours."
No, not that one.
Pebbles will just sort of look around and then just sort of half shout, Delavin?
A response.
Does
Can I
the
see a
string
door?
stop? Sorry.
The thread does stop.
Is there anyone around? Anyone? Is it completely
Empty.
empty? Maybe we knock on the door?
I'll
Is
try.
there a door knocker or a bell or anything?
There is just a door. Now I understand what door knocker was for.
How's the pressure feeling?
It's eased behind the eyes. It now seems to just resonate from the building. You can feel this pressure coming from it. It hums almost. It's radiating some sort of energy.
I wonder if the string was like a safe path.
Can
Or to
260
stop your head exploding.
Maybe.
I think 260 is going to gingerly walk forward and then knock on the door.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
260, roll me a deck save.
Okay. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. Nice. Let's see what any modifier next.
You've got this.
I don't think I have. Yeah, that's 4.
As you guys are walking, Jeremiah, 1 minute 260 is next to you. And then you see as he falls into the ground, into a hole.
As in like
260, you take 4 points of damage as you hit the ground.
Yep.
You are now in a pit, like 10 feet deep.
Okay.
Did the pit just appear?
It seems as though it did.
I think.
I'll lean
She's
over down
going
into the pit.
crack.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Has anyone got any rope? You'll throw down or
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
think so.
question. Probably.
can 260 quick look round? Is the like exit, so is it just like
Just literally a hole.
okay.
I have some rope.
Cass
Anything
got some rope. He's gonna lower it down.
Sure.
anything in there?
Now, just me.
Did you land on anything?
Can I? Is it just empty? Completely
Just
empty?
empty. Completely empty. Just walls
Okay.
of dirt and dirt
Okay.
floor.
I thought whether there might be someone else that try it and. Right,
Just
okay.
a skeleton.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to clamber myself up then.
Yeah, sure. No checks needed.
Okay. Anyone else? I won't be doing that. Don't think.
Let's keep going.
Carefully.
I knock on the door with magic.
You knock on the door with magic.
Yeah,
I need more than
using
that.
Mage hand. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling them that.
Right, okay.
Okay. Just the power of my word.
I'll use Mage hand and I'll try and float Mage hand across and knock on the door.
Sure. As it hits the door slowly creaks open with a.
Nice.
And that is where we will end for our break.
Done.
Okay. Nice.
But we shall be back in 15 minutes to see what is going on. See you soon.
See you
See you
soon.
welcome back.
So I bought these finger socks, right? And
Welcome back. It's everyone's favourite part of the
Yeah.
Tales of the 20-Sided.
Yes.
Martine, take it away.
welcome back to Martine's Fact of the Day. Do, 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 do. Do. Did you know that a lot of birds have hollow bones?
Yeah.
They're also called
Yeah.
pneumatized bones, and they're like a hexagonal structure within them rather than bone marrow because it gives them more aerodynamicness.
Doesn't it make them easier to crush as well?
Yeah.
To be careful handling birds because you can crush their ribs and stuff.
Do you know why it's hexagonal?
I think Martine's face says everything.
Why?
Because it's in nature. It's kind of like the perfect shape in terms of.
Yeah. Heard that. Yeah, that's why in Takeshi's Castle they have the honeycomb maze.
Almost. That's why honeycombs and beehives. It's hexagonal.
Anyways,
It's the same thing for the rocks at Giant's Causeway.
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
Back of the day. Do, 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 do.
Amazing.
Outstanding.
We all knew it though, so it's meh.
I love Takeshi's
Bits
Castle.
of par.
I love Takeshi's Castle.
I know,
Same.
it was Luke that told me that one. So he told me about that fact. He went, here's a fact for you
It was
today."
so good, especially the original. I think they tried making a
Oh,
no
do you
version. It
mean-
wasn't as good.
No, the fact was shite. But Takeshi's Castle,
Takeshi's Castle
It's
is
like
a
that's
banger, yeah.
That's BF's problem. Not yours.
Honeycomb maze used to scare the shit out of me though. Like, imagine.
Oh, people hiding behind
Because
doors.
you got them two fuckers, like, that chase you and shit.
my favourite one was always where they had the Velcro suit on and they had to rope swing and stick onto a wall.
No,
Oh,
skipping
the bowling
stones.
pins.
Skipping stones was
Anyway,
violent.
yeah,
Someone
there's-
must have broken
Oh.
ribs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, where the stones disappear and
Yeah,
it's when you know they've hurt
Yeah.
themselves. That was just
Yeah. Or the one where they have to walk across the thing and then they're like fucking shooting these balls at them, trying to knock
Yep,
them
Oh.
the
off.
rope bridge.
Yeah. They have to catch one
That's,
and they go across the bridge.
Yeah. that's it. Yeah. Man, I love
Anyway.
that show. Well, what do they win though? If they win at the end,
Yeah,
No,
no,
I-
yeah, they want like a weird bit of
Anyone
paper.
win ever? I never
Yeah,
saw
I've seen a
anyone
few
win.
people
They
win.
always lost at the end.
I've seen a few people win on the last thing, and they win like a bit of paper.
Nice.
It had some
A- a-
Japanese
a-
writing on it. So
A reminder
Might
that
be
you
something.
signed away any
They
legal
win the
right to sue.
prestige of having won.
it is prestige. Agreed. I'd give anything to be on Takeshi's Castle.
Well, if the
Anyway.
recruit, the producers are watching,
Yeah, in the hope that they're one of the 6 people watching.
can anyone speak
7.
is it Japanese?
Lucky 7.
Japanese.
Japanese, yeah. I am not gonna attempt to do a Japanese.
Please do not.
Do not.
Please no. Ollie, you're on mute.
that's how you get cancelled.
Yep. Right. Ed, is music being picked up?
It's not playing on my end. It's so weird. Let me refresh Forge. Sorry.
Martin, tell us another fact while we're waiting.
The fact of the matter is,
Some people
Um,
can cry when they're having a poo. It's a fact. Just a quick little cheeky nugget there, people.
The sincerity in your face as you said it just made it so beautiful.
Yeah.
because I've got to look that up now.
While we're
Like,
waiting,
That is
can we-
something-
It's
We-
coming
we
through.
can't say
I'm
some.
checking how it sounds
You can only say
as a
one.
viewer.
that's fine. While we're waiting, can we go back to the news reporter and see what's going on with the birthday stuff?
oh no!
Because that was a
You've
fun
had
bit.
a lot.
That's
Had your
brilliant.
job lot of that. Should I do it just to
She was on
have my
apprenticeship.
face just hovering?
Yeah, please.
Let's
Okay.
see it. I've got some more scripts.
Oh, there you go.
She's getting the green hoodie back on though as well, isn't
Reese
she?
is ready.
Hold on. Which one am I gonna pick? Oh, I'm gonna be a hacker man.
Oh my god.
Music's good.
Yep.
We can bring Martine out the Matrix.
I want to stay here.
Oh god.
Hacker man. I picked it to the Mazrin.
Comedy gold. Comedy gold.
Thank you.
I think Lewis is doing a really, really good pose.
Either we've broken Lewis or he's frozen. Or
He's
both.
frozen.
I hacked into his Mazrin.
Oh no.
You
We
broke
need to
his
go back in the Matrix until Lewis unfreezes.
Does someone want to click on his image to
The
enlarge
Matrix.
it? It typically resets it a bit.
The Matrix broke.
Can you hear and see me?
Yes, yeah. You're
Now
back.
we can, yes.
Okay. Good stuff. Bear with me while my computer just refreshes everything. There we go.
It's Martine, she broke it.
The Matrix.
Into the Mazrin.
Sucks
She's
me
just
in.
too powerful.
Red pill.
Is the music still playing? Because
Yeah.
it stopped at my end. Okay, good. The mage hand knocks and the door creaks open. You guys are, I'm assuming, set back a little bit just because of where 260 fell into the pit. What do you guys want to do? The door has fully opened.
Suppose the only way out is in.
Yeah, but do you want me to use the handle of my axe to see if there's any more pits?
Might
That's a
be
good idea.
best. I don't know where this one came out. He just kind of, we were walking next to each other. He just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, because he fell into a pit.
Yeah, I got that. It's just weird that none of us saw the pit. Thank you, Kev.
Because the pit was covered. It's these things called traps, right? And if you wanna trap somebody, you hide them, and then you walk over them and they fall in, and you've trapped them.
But typically there'd be remnants of of the mechanism of hiding.
Or like grass and shit.
Yeah. Or twigs,
I'm
branches.
going in then.
Yeah. Go on, Kev, you lead the way. I know how much you
Looking
like
Ah,
magical
in the
things.
I shall lead the way, just poking in front of me with the handle of my axe, just to make sure there's no more pits.
It makes purchase on every poke.
Can I look ahead of us? Do I see anything that might be a concealed pit?
You can roll investigation.
Survival? Yep. You're frozen again. I'm gonna assume it's saying no investigation.
You look surprised.
It's easy to assume anything that you're asking is probably a no.
What can we say that he'd act surprised to?
You can't just pull that face like you've just thought of something and then not say it.
Don't think she can say it live. Don't think she can say it live on channel. That's probably why. We know what Martine's like. Oh,
Oh. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see.
Nope, that
see,
needs a-
and all that he could see.
We don't have to-
see, but what?
We
What
typically,
copyright?
yeah.
I mean, I was just singing. I think we're alone now.
I know.
Shan't.
I'm hoping that was under 3
I mean, to
seconds.
be fair, it's shit enough that it probably just slides straight under the copyright thing anyway. Maybe if I do it in like, you know, where like people like either make it like slow mo or super fast to get past copyright. Sailor. When
Can we not risk
no,
Let's maybe not try it.
someone else come up with an idea then, because that's all I've got.
Fail to start camera.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I don't know. We could discuss theories. Isn't that a bit better? My dad had an interesting one.
Go on.
Go on, what was Liam's take on it?
He was thinking, like, the world we're in. It's still saying failed to start camera. The world we're in is stuck in a loop rather than us. So the world around us, say, like, the 4 seasons of the year or every Velrend, like he's just a loop. It's kind of like a loop, but we as beings in this world are moving through it.
Okay.
Could be. Good theory.
Ed, you've got a ghost.
It's called the wind. It's gonna stop now. The door just shut itself. I've opened up all the windows now.
I'm the DM again. Do you want me to open the magical shop again?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm the DM again. So
It looks like me and Martina sharing.
suddenly, to the left of this tree, a magical shop just poof into existence with this weird fairy man. Behind.
I don't know. Reese's maid.
Behind the market stall sign and says, for all you wonderful adventurers today, discounted magical item. Oh, poof, the shop's gone.
Oh, no.
Sorry about that, guys. My whole Discord just crashed. Everything else was fine, just Discord.
Nice.
You asked me a question. You asked survival,
It's fine. I rolled investigation.
and I said you can use survival.
I used investigation.
I haven't heard your answer, so if you want to use survival, you can.
I rolled investigation because I figured just to do something.
Sure.
I got
Okay.
dirty 20.
You do not see any signs of anything.
Thank you.
You're fine. Kef, as you walk up steadily, checking anything in front of you, you get to the threshold of this place. And you see it is dim but warm. The floors are stitched together with burnished wood and overlapping slate. There are bookcases grown from the roots of the structure you're standing in itself. Each shelf not filled with just books, but scrolls and strange stone plates and jars of weird ingredients of sorts. In the middle of the room, there is a low table. There are pieces of parchment scattered all over this table. What are you doing? You're just stood at the threshold.
All of us.
You can be now, yeah. Kef arrived first, so.
Any other doors or exits?
You can see what you can see.
I'm saying in for a penny.
Can I?
Okay.
Can I check for traps?
Sure. Roll investigation.
I'm now anxious with discussion of pitfall traps. 19.
You don't see anything trapped.
I'll walk towards the low table.
Okay. As you guys walk in, Pebbles, you have the highest passive perception. You notice to the back right corner of the room, sat on a tall chair that's woven from metal cords and hanging moss, is an individual. Sat there reading some papers. They are slender, long-limbed, and they're swathed in robes that are made from spun copper thread and etched leaves. The parts of her face that you can see seems to be covered with some sort of mask of smoked glass, almost. They don't look like they have noticed you, although you guys haven't been being stealthy.
Sort of just go towards them and I go, "Oh, you must be Delavan, right?"
She, without looking up from her papers, says, "You have come a long way, farther than most ever manage. And I don't just mean distance."
So you know where or when we're from?
Yes, those marks on you give that away slightly.
How do you know so much about these marks and where we're from? And
I don't know exactly when you're from, but I knew that someone was going to be along from somewhere in the future.
is that because of the Codex, or
It's because you didn't arrive to save this world. That's too pretty of a lie.
we arrived to fix it? Yeah. We got
Well,
the
you're
whole
here
shit
because-
with Mazrin.
You're here because the cycle you came from was ending. Breaking. This world, the one you're in now, is the beginning of that.
So is this that loop thing?
It is, yes.
Right.
And you are at a point, I believe, now, where things are going to start turning the way they're not supposed to go. And I believe you are here, have been brought here, to stop that.
Have people been in? Have people tried to break this loop before? And it needs a certain set of people to break the loop. Say, like, I'm going to look towards 260 and Jeremiah and go, could certain people have followed the loop to its completion and started it over again because they needed others with them?
No. No. There is an individual or a group of people who have meddled with what we were doing. We've only found out about this recently. That is why you're here. They are making the loop tighter, to the point where it is going to be strangled. I believe that will be somewhere not too far from where you are from.
And when you
Question.
say strangled, do you mean like as in less than 1,000 years?
A loop is a circle. When you strangle said loop, it can go in one of many directions. It can do figure eights. It can turn into a line, linear. And no one knows where that ends up or how it becomes. Your loop is broken. This loop is broken. Everyone that you knew back where you're from is going to have some catastrophic end. I do not know what. But something bad.
Are loops the natural order? No. Okay.
No.
What caused the one we're on? The engine?
The structure rights, which I was one of. It is a rare discipline of arcane engineer and historian who specialize in designing systems that shape the reality that we're in. I helped build the framework of the loop that we're in.
Why? If loops aren't the natural order, why did you build it?
Because that is what is asked of me.
Okay. Can I ask who asked you to?
The gods are in charge of this.
Okay.
The thing that not a lot of people know is, I'm assuming you've all heard of the primordials.
Yeah.
There was a war between gods and primordials. Primordials, the ones that whispered everything into existence, everything that you know now. The gods took over. The assumption was that the primordials are no longer. I believe that they are. And they've been watching and still wanting to protect. And they have seen the strangling, as I said, of this loop. And that's where you come in. You have been selected, remembered.
Remembered?
Yes.
Why
So,
were we remembered?
Why? I'm not a primordial. I don't know.
What do you
Have I
mean,
been-
remembered?
You've been trusted. Out of however many people are here, alive, in your timeline, in any part of this timeline, you have been chosen. Why? Of all those people, many heroes who, when you get to your, whatever year you're from, many heroes that have been and gone, present and alive, and you have been picked. You have been trusted. Somewhere along the line, you've done something that has made you memorable.
But you created. You created these loops on behalf of the gods.
Your microphone is cutting out to the point where I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know why it's doing that. You created the loops on behalf of the gods or the primordials.
The gods, yes.
So why help us now when you know it's the primordials as will, let's say?
I don't... If I'm understanding, the gods and the primordials aren't on opposite sides of this, at least not all of them.
I wouldn't say
it's just
opposite.
a law.
They both want
what's best. I would say that they differ in opinions. The gods wanted to be able to control, to be able to know what was going to happen, see where things were going. Some did interject at times. The primordials want a natural world, and want the world to exist, and the way that it is going on the current timeline, from where you guys are, for much longer it will not.
So, for reasons you and your group colleagues don't know, you were instructed by the gods to create the loop we're on now.
Yes.
Said loop is being strangled by bad actors, of which we don't know.
Yes.
And the primordials, who millennia ago had a war with the gods and lost, but weren't destroyed outright, they stuck around to some degree. Because they want creation to exist, they've chosen us on points in this loop to help stop the strangling.
Yes. In a
Were
nutshell.
we all chosen from points in the loop, though? Because I'm not from here. Am I
I did not choose you.
chosen from out
The
the
questions that you have about why you are chosen, and I have no answers for. I am
So-
standing here telling you, in a nutshell, trying not to confuse you, because I get it's confusing, what is happening.
So, in the war, do you know what side of the Velsar we're on then?
No.
Do you
Great.
know anything more about them?
No.
Do you know anything about them?
No.
Does this ring a bell? And I point at Jeremiah.
No.
Can I insight
Do you
check?
know what he is?
You can roll an
I'll
insight check.
point to 260.
Yes.
What is he?
I'm pretty sure he knows what he is.
Not completely, I don't think so.
She looks at you, 260.
I know
You are-
mechanical defense force, but I'm not sure. My memory isn't great of who my creator was. I was created.
I'm not a god or a primordial. I don't know your creator. I don't know all of history. I built a framework.
If the gods wanted to know what was going to happen, then that means that they wanted to control fate, which means that they would have had to pre-plan everything, which means that they would have taken away free will. So if they pre-planned everything, did they write it down somewhere?
You would have to ask the gods.
Do I ask them?
Speak to them. I am not a worshipper of faith. I'm
Neither am I. Mine are different.
someone who applied for a job, and now here I am, hidden away.
What we do know is one of the gods, Maggie, is the one that warned us of what was going to happen, and she told us one of the other gods is the one that caused all of this. There's a reason why it's going to happen, maybe.
Just stares at you blankly.
I can't remember the guy's name where we saw the world end, did we? Maggie showed us what it's going to look like, essentially.
Wasn't on Maggie's.
Yes, I do
God
wonder
name.
if that is perhaps the cataclysmic catastrophe-esque that awaits our loved ones. At the
So
end of
Maggie
this
showed
loop.
us that. So is Maggie trying to help the primordials then? And
I
reset
mean,
the loop?
it's like we said, the gods and the primordials, they might have fought at one point, but the gods are charged now. I don't think they're necessarily acting against each other in this instance. Because the gods still want to be in charge, but they kind of need something to be in charge of. If this all dies, they're nothing. And the primordials don't want creation to die because they created it. I guess in this sense, they're not. They might have been enemies at one point, but they're kind of reluctantly, maybe, working towards the same.
As far as I am thinking, I guess, the gods didn't want the world to end. Or the majority didn't. They wanted to simplify it, to compress it, to compress the futures into one clean version that they could manage.
So what?
I love it.
So
Could it be the
This
gods?
was like bureaucratic streamlining.
Could it be the gods that are strangling this loop then?
Possibly.
At least some of them, not all of them.
Yes.
Because
What's to do with the Codex then?
What do you mean?
Like, is the Codex from the gods or the primordials? Why do we have? Why is there a Codex? Surely that's the gods if they're trying to control things.
The Codex was created by us.
the structure rights.
Yes.
Why?
Because things go easier when there's a manual.
So the Codex is a manual to building things to control reality.
Yes. If something happened to the structure rights, a play-by-play is very helpful for those who follow.
How many structure rights are there?
4.
But
That's-
when
sorry.
we went and saw the Codex. Well, actually, 260 here has the Codex with him. But when we went and saw it, it re-scrambled itself and then bled off the pages.
Meaning it is reacting to you.
Yeah, that would make that's one way of putting it.
I
It's reacting to your
suppose-
presence being here.
I suppose the fact that we've come back in time isn't part of the structure.
No.
It probably doesn't like
No,
it,
it is
does it?
I don't
Putting the
think
wrong
the
ingredient
Codex
in the
is...
soup.
Yes, I don't think the Codex is much use to us in situations like this.
But someone said someone mentioned that it was remembering something.
But it
A,
shouldn't
a
be
mind.
remembering.
Yeah,
It's remembering something it shouldn't.
She looks at all of you.
oh, he's trying to remember us. But it can't because we're out of time?
You have broken the sequence of how things should be. You're in the wrong time.
So yeah, I guess it's like a recipe we've done an end step too soon. And it's kind of fucked up the pastry.
So if you are one of the creators, would you know how to unloop it, if that makes sense? In what we're meant to do, we're meant to stop the loop, aren't we? Or stop it from looping. Stop it from strangling this.
I mean, are we? I mean, the gods asked for the loop to be created in the first place. If there's a need for it.
Is there a
Do we
need for it? The primordials don't think so.
The gods do.
I don't think that, by the sound of it, that this loop is good. Because they're deciding
if there's no loop.
No, because... So, all through history, everyone has pathways, but they have branches, and depending on what decision you make, depends on what path you go down. That then alters
the future. If they have closed that off and put it into one neat line, then they've taken away people's decision because they have pre-written what decisions people are going to make.
But is that separate to the loop we're on now?
No, because they couldn't record the line without having taken away all the pathways.
Well, surely us being here has interrupted that line.
Yeah, it has.
They've tried to predetermine fate. That's why seeing the future is never a good business to go in, because there's so many paths.
Donovan, were we already on before this loop right now? Was existence already in another loop?
Existence before this loop was natural.
Okay. But not what the gods wanted then.
That's
So
why.
this is the first loop.
Yes. That's
So-
supposed to work its way.
So with you and your colleagues, if you've created this loop, would you know how to uncreate it?
It would take time, energy, and all of us. It would take your help. You've been chosen for some reason. I'm guessing that you're supposed to be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Hang on a minute. If this is the first loop, did the gods create the loop, or ask you to create the loop to stop the cataclysm from happening?
No.
Or is the cataclysm
So when our original loop
made.
was a cataclysm happening.
Cataclysm is happening because the loop is broken.
Okay, it's the strangling.
Yes.
Okay.
Not because we were sent back.
No. I mean, I believe you being sent back may rewrite some things.
Question.
But the loop wasn't created because the world was going to end, right?
No. There have been events that the gods have written into time that have maybe changed history in ways that are good or bad. The gods have their own reasons for that. I don't necessarily have an opinion either way.
You said that only some of the gods wanted to end the loop.
I would assume. I could not tell you.
Which means the majority supposedly then wanted.
Yes.
So if we work to end this loop, we're fighting against what the majority of the gods.
You'd be saving the world. Technically. If there's no world, then
Yeah.
there are no gods.
So who
What?
are the other structure out?
We'll get to that later.
Do you know what we need to do?
Not exactly. First thing that I can think of, maybe, I guess, is there are things that are buried. Literally buried. We need to find them. She goes over to her table in the center of the room and moves some papers around. As she moves them, they sort of fly off and hover and land on shelves. She gets a single piece of parchment and starts to doodle on it. She hands it over to you. Start with these. These are places where something shifted.
Really look at the paper?
You literally have a circle with an arrow, and then 3 other circles, and north, east, south, and west.
This time
Is this-
period's idea of directions is grating.
Yeah, are you saying that
Is-
in person, or are you saying that above table?
I'm saying that off table.
Okay.
Jeremiah's thinking in his head.
Okay.
Is the focal point here?
Yes, as you start to move, the map will help you.
Take it back.
That's kind
Oh. Are you able to tell us the items that we're looking the description of items that we're looking for?
You will know them when you find them. I promise you.
Do you really want to take that risk?
If I told you what they were, you would confuse matters even more, and I see that you all seem rightly confused. But you are doing a good thing. As long as you understand the gods wanted a way of the world that they could control, as you said, taking away free will technically. Someone or something is stopping that happening. It is going to end the world around the time that you are from. You are back here to stop that happening. Then we're on the same page.
So those bad actors trying to strangle the loop aren't here.
I don't know. My assumption is things started going wrong recently, here, in this time. And to me, that can only be the start of where it all started to unfold.
Could that be connected to the Eternal Engine?
I'm not sure.
How long ago did the loops... Like, what is the start of the loop?
Start of the loop was not that long ago. 150 years ago.
Why then? Out of interest.
That's when we figured out we could do it.
Oh, okay.
It's as simple as that. The start of your journey isn't too far from here. But it will mean
Hang
you
on,
walking through some forest that I'm sure greeted you nicely.
Where does the loop go to?
I can't tell you that.
You don't have... When people reach the end of the loop, is it like a
Yes.
reset?
Yes.
Okay, so everything's uncreated, everything goes back to the beginning and start off again.
Yes. And anyone that is spared will be important people.
Such as...
I cannot say that.
What's the eligibility criteria?
As I was saying, your first stop is the most local. It makes sense, I think. You'll be travelling back to the woodland that you came through to get here, and you'll be heading north once you're in there.
About these important people who are spared. Do they, like all of them, no matter where on the timeline they are, come back to the at the very beginning of the loop? Or when they come to existence in their period, do they just remember?
I can't tell you that.
But I think you can though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much beep, the number you have dialed has not been recognised.
Some of what I know is completely confidential.
Huh?
And
Is it written in the Codex?
eventually,
What you know is confidential.
eventually, I may be able to tell you. But at the moment, I don't know who is watching or listening to me.
Just whisper it then.
Her eyes narrow at you.
We'll write it down.
Yeah, you could put it in the Codex now.
Is there anything you might have or we might need that can help us find these items quicker?
Yeah, Like a shovel?
No.
Do you know
I'm sure.
Sorry.
Cool.
Do you know a Mazrin? Or have heard of him?
You see a small smile on her mouth,
He's the
but she
one.
doesn't answer.
See a structure, right?
No.
I think he has one of your spiders.
He can keep it.
It's broken.
Yes.
He's broken.
Yes.
Did
I
you break
suppose-
him?
Could you fix it? He seems quite fixated on it.
Maybe she doesn't look at you with your question.
I think
And-
she. I think she broke him.
I'm not going to be fixing the spider. No.
But one other thing. This is a bit more personal. He's been like a good minute looking straight at me, saying that you fix broken stuff. So just to get it out, I'm not broken, right? just so I check.
I'm someone who fixes and bends and creates frameworks for time, not people.
Okay, cool. I mean,
Yeah, that wasn't an answer.
no, it wasn't. Anything else you need to tell us? Any other big?
No.
Okay.
Could there be any other people looking for these sorted out? Okay.
So going back to my first question, who are the other structurites?
I told you I can't tell you.
No, you said we'd get to that. Okay, we're at that. Who are they?
She just stares.
Is it one of the? Are you sure you don't want to whisper it? Okay.
Hey, do you reckon she knows anything about that thing that was in me 60 over here?
The life's back.
It's a.
Ask the badger.
What we're saying?
Hey, lady, do you know what the life spark is?
The what?
Inside this one, and I knock on 260's chest.
It was inside him.
I am not the creator of these things.
No, I know, and we know that you're not. But we were just asking if you knew about the life spark that they have.
No.
Okay,
It's not one of the things we've got to pick up, is it?
No.
that'd be a coinky-dink.
So once we get all these items, we bring them all back to you.
Yes. That'd be a good starting point.
Right, okay. Shall we?
Just out of curiosity. Nothing's looking for these things, right? But they're buried. Were they purposefully buried?
They were.
So that leads me to believe that they may have been left with someone or something to make sure they stay buried.
You will be fine.
Are so they guarded?
No.
Are you saying we'll be fine because you
call
have faith
bollocks.
in our skills, or you know we'll be fine? Oh, okay.
Can
okay.
Pebbles have a look around and see if she has any sort of like potions or alchemical equipment
You can roll perception.
or any gems?
Because she teaches you how to make a healing potion.
9.
No, there's ingredients of salts in jars. You're not sure what they are. They look random.
I don't suppose you have anything that might help us if we get hurt. Maybe some healing potions. Maybe some healing ingredients, some herbs, if you will.
I can hand you some potions if you'd like them.
That'd be lovely.
Sure. She goes into a small bag that is sat next to her chair. Pulls out 6 potions of healing. There you go.
Each.
No.
Imagine she's just
Nice
getting
try.
one and like getting loads.
Mary Poppins.
Just what you could teach me how to make those.
Right then.
Right, who's getting the extra?
I tried to stare her down.
She doesn't flinch. She's just straight at you.
Her
You
eyes
asked for
twitch.
him, so you should take it.
Okay. I will not dispute that.
I shall take one for myself.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if there's an easier way
Yeah.
to undig all these things instead of.
Is there anything else at the moment? I'm sure we'll get
You're,
properly acquainted at some point.
if you're a maker of things, do you know what this is? And I'll show her the locket. I'm just going to start showing everyone this thing.
No. You'll be going to a lovely little place. I'm sure you'll all like it.
Why?
Why do I not believe you?
It's a nice city.
A city?
What's it called?
Zumanis.
Oh.
That's good.
Right,
I
our
wanted
time.
to go there.
Right, see you later. Let's go, guys.
Just a quick one. What do we do about the whole pressure behind the eyeballs thing out there?
She leans forward. Suck it up.
Pebbles just like
What?
giggles.
What, like,
The pressure won't kill you. It is things that I have built to ensure that I live.
It's done so good so far, I suppose.
Yes.
Can we see her
Okay.
eyes through her mask?
No.
Do we
How
see?
do we
sorry.
know that we can trust you? Because we've been led astray before.
Who else do you have?
Good point.
Well, we thought that last time, and you know, we got into some trouble. We did.
What would you like me
Following
to
maps.
do to ensure that you trust me?
You could
Maybe
make a
some more
deal.
healing potions.
I gave you healing potions.
I said more.
You could make a deal.
What kind of deal?
You could make a deal that Willie will come back safely and that you're not leading us astray.
I can't guarantee
Oh.
that you will be safe in any walk of life, in any city, in any town, anywhere. That is on you.
You could make a deal that you are being truthful and honest to your knowledge.
I am. Would you like to shake my hand on it?
Yes,
She reaches out a hand,
I'll put my hand out.
shakes it.
Okay.
That's where you have a
you
map.
do know what she is, right?
She points at the parchment that she gave you.
I mean, like a map of the land mass we're on, just to see how
No.
things have changed.
Things have changed.
Okay, I guess. Shall we go?
Yeah. Even if she was going to tell us anything else, I don't think it would be.
How late in the day is it?
It's getting pretty late.
Do you think we'll reach Zumanis before dark?
Depends how the forest treats you.
Should we camp here for the evening?
Don't
I
think
never
the
said
forest
that.
likes me.
What was that?
It did like you, Kev. You stroked the grass. It was nice.
Should we
I
camp?
never said you could camp here.
We're allies, aren't we?
Camper?
You may camp outside. Be careful of the pits.
What pets?
I look over at 260.
Pits.
Oh, I thought you had pets then. I got excited.
Well, if we're going to camp outside, we might as well make a camp on the way to Zumanis, maybe.
Maybe we camp outside because we know it's safe here.
Gotta say, do we want to camp in the forest?
Might as well camp somewhere where
Is the forest safe?
not gonna get...
As safe as you make it.
Right, Kev,
no.
you're on grass stroking duty.
I'm on what?
You're on grass stroking duty.
That looks like, that sounds like that's a Maeve thing.
It seemed to really respond to you.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it liked you.
I think the pair of you should shut the fuck up.
Oh,
We can do it
Okay,
together
then.
if you want, Kev.
oh, there you go.
Do you have any of that cider left?
Do we have any of that cider left?
No.
No. We could try and make some.
Right, so what are we doing? Are we camping outside or are we making us...
I'll make side if you want.
Camp outside.
Can you make vodka?
You guys make your way outside.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I've heard that you can make it from potatoes.
Is there anything you guys are saying or doing before resting this evening?
Can Kev get his
more of
pocket?
the book?
Say it again, one at a time.
Can I read some more of that book?
Sure.
Can Kev get it ready to do his evening prayers? Can he get the pocket storm out and check it what it's doing?
Sure. It is raining backwards
Is
from
this-
ground to cloud.
Is this the Elabrian book? Maeve.
Yeah.
Maeve, I was thinking, given I've got all these letters and stuff in Elabrian, could you maybe teach me how to read Elabrian?
I don't think I can. I don't know if I can do that. Because it's magic how I read it, so I don't know if that means I.
Like, can you teach me why you've got the spell up?
I don't know.
You can try. The dice will
I
decide.
can try. Okay, I can.
It
I
And
depends
it
on this.
won't be a one-time thing.
Oh God, no! Will this take Maeve away from doing what she's doing?
Yes.
Maybe another time. I'll just help you as much as I can.
Can 260, who's got the map that's been given to him?
Probably be Jeremiah.
Imagine Jez has got it.
I hand you the map.
Okay. Can 260 obviously look at the map, and I'm guessing where she's marked it. 260, because I think he's got proficiency in cartography, so can he then start drawing where he's the terrain, and so he can like start filling it
He
in.
hasn't given you any terrain or any of that stuff. She has drawn 4 circles on a piece of paper.
Yeah. No, what I'm meaning is obviously He's remembering the terrain that he's been in. Gaps, if that makes sense.
It will not work, but you do not know why.
Okay, fair enough. In my head, I'm thinking of like a blank, and he wants to fill it in so he can see it better. That's all. Okay. Right. Okay.
I will privately, Maeve, send you bits and pieces that you have read. With everyone having done their stuff that they want to do. You guys, anyone keeping watch?
260 will.
One, if you want.
260 can go into stasis mode, but it's up to you.
All right, okay. If you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, because he can still be aware of what's going on, can't he?
Yeah. As well as reading the book, is there time for me to investigate that locket a bit more and just look at it and see if I can figure out any way of opening it, if I can...
Your roll investigation.
Bits on it. Oh my god, that was shit. 4.
It's very confusing. Everyone keeps telling you they don't know what it is. No one recognizes it. No one knows how to open it. And you look at it and you're exactly the same. You don't know what it is. You don't know how to open it. But with that, you all simmer down for a night's sleep. 260, you're not interrupted at all throughout the night.
Okay.
And you can all mark long rest if you need to. And with another night completed and a new goal ahead, that is where we'll end this week's session.
Ooh, some mayonnaise.
We're getting there finally.
Yeah.
It's just been on a go for the 30
Last year and a
sessions.
half.
Yeah, and you've had to go back 1,000 years to get there.
Yeah. But we got there in the end.
But you're getting there.
We're getting there, we're not there yet.
I guess the forest lets us.
Yeah.
Well, you better be nice to it, hadn't you?
I mean, Trio was Xemanus is
Keep
going to
throwing
look
that
like.
rock.
But he thinks Xemanus is the city